and makes Luke the number
So
one.
Luke's taking the most damage. Not even a tank player, an EXP player is taking the most damage. What do you want,
There you
kid?
go. A lot of fun
So
facts here
cute.
from Geek fam.
How come you never
And
like
then
this when I'm
finally,
going
the
to
Iridol
bed?
shows up in
You just don't lay
addition
that down
to
with me.
Chou.
Chow? Baloyskie Chow?
Gonna be Chou, Baloy.
I think Chow is fucking awful here too.
Crowd control, and potentially pick up as well.
What?
The real concern though is the lack of damage to really secure someone who was already pinned down with a heavy spin.
Baloyskie
With the Way of the Dragon. With Fwydchickn picking up the Bruno, I think that's a great lane to have as well.
The
Bruno
Bachoy.
Rottweiler is
It's the Geek girls.
The Geek girls.
And let's see here. Game 2. What will both of the teams here bring?
That man is just there
Right?
with his hands in his lap as they're showcasing the girls. He's just there. He's like, yeah, I'm here.
All right, explain.
crowd control.
We're in the game
and
now.
all the things they have
Baloyskie on
in
the
raw
Chow.
contest, which is so common these days.
So with that, ladies
Looking
and
to be
gentlemen,
aggressive here with the invade.
Biggitron and the early game composition,
Now,
looking for a
Raph can kind
snowball,
of do damage to a
and
Chow
Geek
over
with more
time
power
here.
in the late game.
Ken
Let's
does have the
welcome you
retry.
to the Land of Dawn for game number
Retry's
2.
it. Baloyskie.
Look at this, Baloyskie. Already
wait.
got super
Okay.
low. Will he get taken down
And
here?
Baloyskie's clean
Super
with
Ken,
it.
Super key.
Wait,
opening
Baloyskie's
up
clean
the
with
map,
it.
opening up vision,
He
and trying to
dashed
turn
into
him
Super Ken to
from
cancel
his
his jump.
really aggressive play
Because
style.
if he tried to
He is
dash
able to
away,
get away.
Super Ken would have
Now, this
stunned
early
him.
game, first
And he would have
minutes,
died. Or
let's
forced
take a look
flicker.
at Mlbb
So he
to
dashed
fix
into
this
him.
out.
So he cancels the roll. Then first skill double out. Gets the reset.
Fwydchickn and Geek fam, especially on the core members, they need that.
That was
speed.
pretty clean. I'll give Baloyskie credit. That was pretty clean.
It's almost like a
That was
race.
actually really
And
clean.
Geek fam
Whoa,
actively
now level 4 here.
progressing onto
Gonna
Fwydchickn
go
with
for
level
the
advantage.
jump. Why is Arizo? Interesting. Now,
Will be Biggitron Alpha managing
that is
to
smart
retreat.
from Geek to not even waste. They
Level
could have
4
killed Super Ken like
high.
100%.
Could have really pinned someone
But
down, and no one
then
has
they're
anything
wasting
to
heavy spin
deal
and they
with
can't
it.
rush Turtle.
And with Biggitron
So there's no
falling
point
back,
doing that.
under
Now what
the
Nile is doing
Baloyskie,
right now is
Geek
really
fam
smart.
with the
He's gonna
control
try and do damage to
in
Export,
jungle with
get
the
rid of his
vision and
armor,
the lane management.
so that he doesn't have that for Turtle
I
fight.
like how you were talking
Export will
about
take
running,
forever to get his
maybe
armor
they're
back,
already running
thus
away
already
from
giving
one
the Turtle fight for Geek a big
like
lead.
earlier on in that little skirmish, no one was taken down just yet, but now we can expect a little
Baloyskie.
bit more.
Flicker off from
Whoa,
Luke on the
Flicker
Super Ken here.
penalty zone now.
He's gonna ult out right away. Baloyskie though being a little bit too aggressive.
Receiving now, very low now.
Cerezo's here. Baloyskie's a flicker out.
Cerezo
back fingers his flicker!
Did not find the hit.
Luke
quite
doesn't
low,
have
will be
ult
taking
now.
First blood will fall to the hands
He's gonna
of Biggitron
fall.
Alpha.
A boy here.
Cerezo taking the
Why
kills.
is Baloyskie
Has been
still
bumped
there?
and the
Baloyskie,
neutral
get out.
will
Just
fall to the
reset,
hands of the
man.
Geek fam, but Biggitron, they want more.
Nile had to ult. He's gonna die for that
Lost
turtle.
Insanity will find Nile in the process.
And so that's going to be a trade. 2 kills for the price of the turtle.
Now,
In that particular scenario,
I feel
who's
like
looking that favor?
Luke went
Taking
in
away favors
way
to
too
Fwydchickn
early.
Alpha.
Way
It's a
too
bit of an
early.
even trade-ish, but when you're the team that needs
Because
snowball,
Turtle was like not
especially
even
in
that
early
low.
game here, getting a
If
few kills
Turtle was
in
lower
exchange
when
for
Luke went
a bit of
in
an
and they got
AC
the Turtle,
boost for
they
your
would have had a lot more
opponent,
time
I
to
think it's
get
still
out.
a value
But since they went so
a
early,
value
Luke is forced
situation.
to be aggressive
Afterwards,
still
though,
with
once they
Baloyskie
get the ball
to help
rolling,
zone from
once
the
they
Turtle.
have, let's say, a
So
2K goal
I think it was
advantage,
really
they need to
early.
stop making these
It
trades,
is like,
that everything
and
they
that
get
was in
is
BTR's
clean
favor for
and
sure.
uncontested.
2 kills,
Because you
I
would
think
expect
early game
that
is
in this
more
scenario,
beneficial than a
Biggitron
Turtle
Alpha
buff.
would have a little bit more to say, but yet Nile was
Man,
still
Cost, you
able
are
to
so
get that
fat.
retribution to still get that turtle.
You are
And
so
I don't
fat.
think
You know
that's
what,
kind
Cat?
of in favor for Biggitron Alpha at this point, right?
That's the
Whoa.
aspect of the Akai, man. You're just
Baloyskie, not in a good spot here. He doesn't have
And everyone
flicker.
on Biggitron, we're focusing on trying to get the kills first, and this distracting playstyle from
He
Baloyskie and the
will
rest
probably get
could
out.
be exactly
Oh,
what
he
they
won't get
need,
out,
and now
actually.
He is taken so
Super
low,
King's
and
gonna
he's
kill him.
alive.
1
One
HP.
more hit.
Oh, he's
One
dead.
more hit, man.
But Bali, a lot of aggression going on here. Nile with a really early ult.
Super again now.
Gonna choose not to try and pull him out, just gonna save
Nile
himself.
is able to escape from that one, but Talent's prediction.
Baloyskie
by
Chow.
Samsung
No
Galaxy.
Chow skin.
Again now. Oh, there's a switch side by myself.
There's a
I
turncoat.
was swapping.
I think late game is in BTR's favor.
Yeah, I
their
think I was
comp.
as well. It's,
My last
it's so
was
close.
Big-
By a
Biggitron,
good margin.
Actually,
But we'll see.
Oh.
prediction.
All
Leah
right,
has
well,
flicker
don't
and not
get down, ladies and
purify.
gentlemen. Only one
Which I
Geek
think
fan vote
is a
for English.
mistake.
Yes, but Baloyskie.
Yeah, good Kundo. Good
Oh.
practice to disengage now. Taking advantage of Baloyskie is receiving. Not enough to take
The
him down.
Baloyskie
though.
Chow.
So no casualty just yet here as Biggitron Alpha is still up 3-0 kill-wise. Now let's see the second neutral objective. Who will take it? It seems like it will be a 5v5 though.
The glaring difference for me is Nile is already level 7. So this is exactly not what we expected in this early game. That should give them a little bit of an edge, an advantage here.
Oh, Retro goes off now and gets it for free. Baloyskie with the kick on the Super Ken. There's not really enough damage though now with the early ults. This is not looking good for BTR, or for Geek Fam. Zerizo flickers in. Oh, penalty zone goes off from Luke. Flicker ults. Jive being forced to flicker out. I think he's dead anyway though.
Now, Chive.
Dash isn't going to save him there.
Take a look at this. Luke with the kill. Chive
Wow.
has no slide.
Really well played from Geek Fam.
There you go. That's a
The thing is, even though BTR has a lead there, with a Raph, you have to scale. Your early game contestation is going to be really rough. So I don't think BTR is really used to playing with Raph and understanding that they are not going to win the team fights right now.
That was close.
Unless it gets extremely drawn out.
Close to comfort.
In a drawn out team fight like the first turtle, BTR can win with Raph. Raph, you always want to stall things out. But if BTR, like Zerizo did right there, over aggress, try to get kills, he's baiting his own team and putting themselves in a bad spot. He either needs to convey his team to let him die for it, or his team needs to not help him. Baloyskie here doing Baloyskie things.
Okay, fine, they got Baloyskie, but
Okay.
what is being done everywhere else?
Who needs?
Everyone's pushing.
Yeah, I know BTR doesn't
Zerizo
have
was
Vin, but I
part
think
of
he's on the
that
enemy team
engagement,
because
and Luke
controlling
is really on
Baloyskie
top
right now.
pushing as well.
Dude, like,
They
what is
use
my
a lot
cat
of time
doing?
Chasing roam kills when if they use that time to farm,
Blah,
they
blah, blah.
maybe could be doing better.
Now they want this now.
Okay,
They
my
will
cat ran. Nice.
rotate 4 members. Heavy's been popped.
He's
Here
been
to give
really
space
early.
to
Not gonna have a
Bulldog.
turtle now.
If he's not careful, he will be committed. Now space top side.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. The structure falls.
As Arashi mentioned, right? Geek Fam, they're playing the map
Alright,
really, really
top tower.
well. They're distracting Bigatron Alpha with several minor details because of how much distraction that Baloyskie has been able to put onto the map. This is the oppressive force, the Baloyskie effect that we usually see and other teams actually succumb to. So now 2,000 gold lead, so many structures in their hands right now. Nile level 10 ahead of Super Ken. Super Ken 1 level below. This is uncharacteristic of Bigatron Alpha.
Oh, Baloyskie.
Oh, Baloyskie with the nice actual kick on the key. Moreno being forced to flicker 1 HP. Flicker all goes off from Luke though. Super Ken pinned it. Okay, GG. 2-0. 3-0. 3-0. Geek Fam BTR.
3 members.
Oh, flicker into Ken's face. Oh my, nah, with the DOS.
3-0 trade.
They corral right there, right into the penalty zone, right
Wow.
into the heavy spin. You just
Geek
cannot
Fam
do
are
that,
feeling
man.
it right now,
seems
man.
Like Bigatron Alpha, they have the right idea.
Nothing is stopping them.
the
They're on a
right
roll.
intentions,
They're feeling
but
it.
it's never made during the right time. It
Dude,
comes in
I
late,
hope they win
and
this
time is
MPO.
coming
Wow.
one step
At first I was
behind
hoping they just go to
and that is
M5.
costly,
And now it's almost
because that's the
guaranteed.
superior setup.
But winning
Now,
MPO will
falling
be
behind, they
insane
have
for
to
them.
Try and find a way to make use of their mobility. That is their main advantage. They have to use it, right? Roam around the map during this time where there's no objective that everyone needs to corral together for.
Did Nile steal Super Ken's buff earlier on?
Baloyskie with a little bit of aggression here.
Again,
Okay,
though, take a look at
Baloyskie
the
doing
bottom side of
Baloyskie
the
things,
map now.
man.
Baloyskie, 4 members is on this guy, and the damage will come through. He will be
How
taken
does
out
he
by
do
Shiva.
it? How does he do
No
it?
compensations
How does
whatsoever
Baloyskie make
for
the most
Geek
marvelous
Fam
and
now, but it
awful down
seems
bad
like it
plays
was a
ever?
mistake there by Baloyskie.
Bro wants that. Bro wants some Raphaela
A
cheeks.
mistake, but at the same time,
He really
a lot
wants some
of
Raphaela
time has been
cheeks.
brought, a lot of skills have been
Can't blame him.
expanded. I still think with the timing though, that may be a mistake, but it's signature Baloyskie style. It's only 4 deaths right now. Usually we expect 7.
The 7, number 7.
It's not a Baloyskie game without more than 2 kills.
This is why he's the
or
GOAT.
deaths on his part. So he is the distracting force that is buying Geek Fam a lot of time here. But the one person that I really
new
want to
version of
highlight is
Diggy
Nile.
Feed.
He has been
Maybe.
a force to be reckoned with. People have said that Super Ken is the number 2 jungler.
Oh,
in
Ken
this
getting jumped on
league,
here.
but
Baloy
look
with the
at this.
kick on the Ken. He pulled back quite a bit here. Not enough damage to kill him off. Nile with the ult on the Moreno. It's not going to matter though. Moreno trying to escape. He's going to fall. Dude, I don't understand Lilia with Flicker and not Purify. And Ken's still dead. Dude, they are rolling them right now.
Will be Shiva claiming that structure
They are
as the
rolling them.
trade.
Is Nile not the monster? What has he been on lately, man? The things that he's able to achieve, the impact that he's made in this game, the confidence that seeps over onto him even against a game, even against a matchup against Onyx
BTR
like
in
we saw
shambles.
yesterday, that's what you need. And he's a newcomer. He's a rookie.
The rookie that made the biggest drastic change for for the Geek fam. My
Yeah, now's a
apologies.
rookie. Yeah.
He just was able to make sure that the jungle is just so much more consistent. And wow, Geek fam is using it so efficiently right here.
The
They're
Marquee
breaking
sub
the
changed
rules because
history.
They know it so well. They're not supposed to be winning in rotations, but with Baloyskie wasting time earlier, Goni, and with Geek fam setting up the waves, they went for
Baloyskie,
that play
big
when
Baloy.
Pikachu Alpha was busy.
I'll
Dealing
been the
with
white
the other
powder.
side of the map.
Oh, take a look at this opening now. Supercan looking for an opening in the backside, but take a look at the Wave Dragon. It will lock Mlbb down. Last Insanity Pop,
Oh.
and Niall in the backside will bring the team back. One member taken out, key for Luke. Now the damage will come through. Jet Kundo was huge, but he
Oh,
will
it's all looking good
fall.
for Geek fam.
G-Man
Morello's going crazy.
was caught in that process as well now, so
Oh, but Marky with the cleanup, he's back. Oh
Marky
my, the
free-hit
flicker
it.
is not
It
gonna
is
matter.
The super sub, but
Wow,
now
wait, that was actually
he's
looking
the
good for
solution.
BTR. That changed so fast.
Marky! Where
Marky and
has
a
this
boy with
Marky
the cleanup.
been this entire time? This is a 2-4-4 trade in favor of Geek fam as they regain control in the 11th minute of the game, taking everything back from themselves, denying Bigatron Alpha of every single opportunity.
What a
The
cleanup
secret
from Marky.
weapon, the final solution for Geek fam. They're just playing it absolutely amazing right now, being relatively untouched in all of these fights.
3-0.
And that's due to his skill, but also
3-0.
due to the planning of Geek fam, exhausting the majority of the spells from Pikachu Alpha.
Marky
Or
compensating for
Marky
yesterday's
just walked
matches.
in,
A little bit of a
basically
goofy
on a red
goober Marky
carpet,
was yesterday.
unchallenged, untouched, and Pikachu Alpha, they're stuck right now. Geek fam, if they're able to just out macro
Bro, it's
Pikachu
killing me.
Alpha earlier, now with the Lord, it's gonna be even worse than before.
We talked about this, right? We talked about the winning conditions of both of these teams. Bigatron Alpha required snowballing. They needed to gain control of that early to mid-game and eventually end it early. With Geek fam at 7K now, and they're the ones controlling the tempo, the map, and everything else. This is exactly not what Bigatron Alpha needed at this point. So
And Zeal goes
at this
off on the
stage,
bot side
what did
tower.
Bigatron do as
No high
Geek
grounds
fam,
yet.
They're knocking on the base.
Supercan poked. Baser should be
Bot
the target
tower
here.
should be
Cerezo
gone.
still has a Viraga. But it seems
Thank
like
you for the super
mid
chat,
Baser
Darren.
in
Appreciate
the
it.
bottom lane will be
Space
taken
created?
out now as the
I don't
top
understand.
is
Oh, from
wide
Baloy.
free. Now,
Yeah,
Bigatron
Baloy feeding.
will defend in time.
Okay,
Geek
they
fam
only get one
with
high
the
ground,
full
nothing
push.
more.
With the first Lord, they were able to find one Baser it.
Geek is feeling it right now.
Right, for now,
Geek
Pikachu
fam, Geek
Alpha,
fam.
The only option they have is to just kite back, use the speed that they have, the holy healing from the Rafaela, and really outmaneuver Geek fam. If they can try and initially escape from the penalty zone, kite away from it, heal back, and then come back and use their spells proactively to try and zone Marky away. I think that's the only way this really plays out in favor of
Fate
Pikachu.
created.
Geek fam,
Oh,
though,
there
have
it
so
is.
many ways to ensure that
Wait,
that
there's a donut
will
over there.
not happen.
Weird.
They can go and start the engage first. They can buy some time with
Yacht
Baloyskie yet again.
cameraman.
Or they can just rely on Marky to just start juking around. Because if you look at the spells from Pikachu Alpha, there's not a lot of real threat. They can really shut
8K
Marky
goal lead
down.
for Geek,
No real
13
crowd
minutes
control
in.
that will
Absolutely
seal his
huge.
fate in the middle of a big team fight.
056 on Baloyskie. That's his KDA right now. 056 and no problem whatsoever. Because if we're looking at the kill count, the kill board, sure, Bigatron Alpha has been able to get 8 kills, but look at who it's been on. Luke twice, Baloyskie 5, Niall once. So the two core members, the two core damage dealers of Geek fam, for the most part, have remained completely untouched. A boy 504, Marky 306.
Why Luke recall? I have no
Look at
idea.
the gold chart by UBS Gold. Geek fam's
UBS
members are all
Gold.
the way up there. And this is reminiscent of something that Professor KB and Mirko likes to mention. The ATM meta. Keep dying, let the opponents get some kind of bounty, and then collect. I'm not saying Geek fam are doing it, but it's kind of playing a bit of a role right here. As look at Geek fam now, setting up again for the Lord by just waiting on the other side of the map first initially, and then later on, running down full speed and taking the Lord, forcing Bigatron Alpha yet again into a very tough situation.
14 minutes in 8,000 gold lead here. It is very, very tough for Bigatron to turn this game around, but perhaps with this fight,
Boy, bit deep here. That's ult. Not a good spot though. Flickers over the wall. Really nice flicker. Ooh, with the 4-man ult. 4-man penalty zone.
Bang, super
And then Marky going in with not without it. Not giving a damn. All the damage dealers of BTR are dead. GG. GG 2-0. Easy M5. Geek fam. GG 2-0. GG 3-0. GG 3-0.
And can they do it? Chorizo, no last insanity. The Raga armor though will be.
They actually might not be able to land. Let's see. Ammo goes off. They're keeping outside of the base. No, there's another way.
Bottom now, jumping in. Geek fam have enough.
Minions are under the tower.
Let's see it. Superken waiting. Key 5 seconds.
GG 3-0. GG 3-0. GG. GG.
Geek fam secures game 2.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to
Absolutely
match point
huge.
between Geek Fam and
Match
Bigatron
point.
Alpha. What a display once again by Geek Fam.
We march, they couldn't break your heart.